Welcome to Universal Interiors. I am Uni with Dave Seberg, chicken farmer extraordinaire. Today we are going to talk about having a little chicken farm. A lot of people ask, how do you start it? How do you get going, Dad? Can you give some, talk about what you did first?
Well, actually my son-in-law, John Fegley, used to raise chickens up at Strawberry Lake Christian Retreat. They raised them for the eggs, and they needed them to be furnishing eggs for the Christian Retreat camp. Well, when he goes in the spring of the year into L&M Fleet, all the chicks are in there in them water tanks. And when he sees those little baby chicks in there, he gets all excited about having chickens. So early this spring, we built that coop there. It's a 10 by 12 chicken coop. And we set it up. It's all insulated, so it's easy to heat. We set it up for the baby chicks, and then when they turned into chickens, we turned it into a chicken coop. And now the hens are in there laying eggs. It works real good.
Who's your friend?
This is the rooster of the flock. His name is Henry, named after Henry Fegley, and just a wonderful rooster. If he would have been at the county fair, I'm sure, he's black and silver, I'm sure he'd have got a purple ribbon. He's just a wonderful rooster, and he's special blessed because of all the roosters, this one got picked to let live. All the rest of them went in the frying pan. So Henry got blessed this time.
Okay, so let's talk about it real quick.
Yes.
You built the coop.
Yep.
You went to L&M, you got the chickens.
Yep.
What do you feed them with?
Well, we get the feed from the Audubon Elevator, a wonderful place to buy your feed, and they've got a good mix over there. And at first we gave them grower feed, but then we switched over to layer feed. It's a special feed that you feed the hens so they lay bigger and better eggs.
Do you think just anybody can do this?
Anybody could do this. If I can do it, I'm saying anybody down to 7 years old could do it. It's not hard to do, but you have to see to they have clean water and feed at all times, and then our birds are fenced in to keep the mink and the owls and the coons and the skunks. These are on everybody's feed chain, even people like chicken, you know. And we had a little mishap, I might mention that. A mink got over here and killed 10 of these here just before they were ready to be butchered. And I dug a hole back here, and that was the end of those chickens. We learned a lesson, and a good one, and we did lose some. So if you're going to raise chickens, you got to have a good high fence and see to that the dogs and nothing gets in there and destroys them.
And so what we do is if it's a nice day out. It's about 50 degrees out today, so you let the chickens out to roam.
Not to roam, to be in their fenced area.
Oh, yeah.
You can't let the chickens roam at large. If you do, you're going to lose a lot of them. You've got to have a fence for them. If there's no snow on the ground, they're not a duck, they're a chicken, and they can't take wet. So when it's no snow and the ground is dry and it gets up warm, like Uni said, they just love to go outside and stretch their wings and hop and jump. And then they also like to pick for a living. Odds and ends, this guy will even eat acorns. He's tough. But they like to be outside in the open air and the fresh air, just like people, you know. You don't like to be cooped up in a chicken coop.
Okay, so here's a question. The chickens, we got the chickens, they grew. When do you know it's time to butcher them?
These get up to about 5 pounds and they're ready to go. These are a combination bird, and they are good for eating and good for laying eggs. So that's why we tried it. It's called the Barred Rock, one of the best chickens the good Lord ever made. And because we are more into the egg business than the rooster business, we like the Barred Rock hens because they're a little more rugged and tough. And yet they're very docile and have good temperament. At this time, Uni, I'm going to go get the hen. Will you talk to Benji for just a little while? I'll be back with the hen.
Here is the hen. This is the egg layer.
This is the egg layer, Uni.
I notice that this one's darker in color. Why is that?
The hens did. I didn't know why that'd be that way, but the hens are more black on the hens. Whoops, ouch. And what the deal is, the roosters are more silver and gray. The hens are more black and white. I suppose that's the way they're made. And these 10 hens are popping out 10 eggs a day right now. They're in their peak. They were laying small eggs. They're up now to medium size, and soon they'll be to large. They're doing a wonderful job.
How long do you think they will lay eggs?
Well, they will lay eggs for a whole year, and then they start to wear out. But it isn't over then. You go into the stewing mode. They make the best chicken soup in the world. The old hens make good stewing hens. Of course, you hate to do that, but that's the way this world is, you know.
Okay, so you will have this as an egg layer for a whole year?
Well, probably 7 or 8 months, and we'll probably pull her down.
Okay.
Because we'll need the coop again for the chicks, see?
For the new chicks. Okay, question. We were talking about how how the hen.
Yes.
Is there an environment that they need to live in to make sure the best potential laying?
Well, the only thing that you got to be careful for, we've got a little heat lamp set up in here. They don't like it to be so cold that the water would freeze to ice. So we keep it at about 35 degrees in there. They've got a lot of feathers on them. They don't have any trouble staying warm. But keep it warm enough so water don't freeze, because you know the eggs will freeze too. The eggs will freeze, and if the eggs freeze and bust, you lose them. So we run a little heat with them to keep it at about 35 degrees. Then the chickens are happy. You can tell when you go in the chicken coop, they're just clucking away. You've heard how the old hens are clucking, and they're just happy as larks. That's a bird too, lark.
Do you think you can make Henry do a little song? All right, well, that's great. Like we said before, just to reiterate, chicken farm,
yeah,
doable for anybody.
Oh, absolutely. Anybody can do it, and the kids just love them.
The kids do love it. It's kind of fun to hear them do the little cock-a-doodle-doo cry in the morning.
Yeah. If I come here and I go, ooh, 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 in a couple minutes, Henry will answer me back. Henry will answer me back. Of course, he don't like me too good, because when I crow like a rooster, he thinks I'm trying to steal his hens. And it's not my intentions to take him or his hens or anyone. But if I crow, he'll crow back every time, except when you want him to, of course.
Well, thank you so much. I hope you learned a little bit about chicken farming. Thank you, Dad.
Thank you.
I hope you have a nice day.